Hello, friend. I hope you are doing well. It is February 3rd, 2022. I am Chelsea Colley, empowerment specialist, speaker, and author, and I empower women and moms to dream big. Let's see. Create a roadmap and achieve their dreams now so they can gain more fulfillment in their life. So it is all about achieving our dreams and living our purpose. And right now, it is time. Right now, it is time. I don't know if you got the memo, but it is time to embrace love here on earth, in humanity, each other, with the rest of humanity. And it's time to raise the vibration of earth and embrace love everywhere around us. Embrace love in our lives, embrace love in our jobs, embrace love in the way we show up in the world, and spread love to those around you. Speak love and spread light. And just be that light that people need right now, because there's a lot of darkness, and it's pretty scary when a lot of this darkness has come to life. And now we're really seeing the darkness, and it's 3:33 a.m., of course. 3:33, there's that sign again for the second time. Oh, geez. And today is February 3rd, 2022. So 23222, and it is 3:33 a.m. on 2/3/2022. That's a lot of twos and threes, people. I don't see anyone chatting, but I am looking at the chat in case anybody wants to talk. You are welcome to say hi. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to not look at myself. Instead, I'm going to look at the chat just in case someone decides to write something. It's really distracting when you have yourself reflecting back at you. You know what I mean? So anywho, it's time to embrace love in our lives. And I want to tell you about the coolest job ever that I get to have. And that's super exciting and very interesting and revealing of me and my personal life and growing up. So that's pretty interesting. And I also, what was the third thing? Oh, the meditation and self-hypnosis tip you've never heard. I promise you, you have never heard this secret, because I just found out about it like 2 nights ago, and no one teaches this. I mean, no one teaches this, and it makes so much sense. I actually started doing it in my life, and I unlocked the hidden roadmap that's within all of us, hidden in our subconscious mind. And it is literally your roadmap that your brain has programmed for you. And remember, when you can access the subconscious, you know everything the subconscious knows. And remember that energy is real and whole, and time is an illusion. And time truly doesn't exist. Like, they created time for our earth. They created time, here, the men and women here created the time, but truly everything is all happening at once. So did you know that you can access memories in your life of things that haven't happened before? And you can literally time travel in your mind. I mean, we have a body outside of our physical body, and we are essentially light. We are light bodies. So we don't have to have a body to weigh us down. So we are light bodies and we can travel as we please. So that's super exciting. We've always wanted to fly, right? There's going to be a lot of virtual reality, just really, really cool stuff coming up. And just trust me on this, it's going to change the whole way education is done in our country and in our world. And if we can create it in the metaverse, or we could call it virtual reality, or the megaverse, I think they're calling it the megaverse now. We can create it there first, and then we can create it in real life. So a lot of these things, I'll be creating worlds online and having events at these cool worlds online. So that's super cool and super exciting. So I just wanted to say, let's embrace love right now. Let's make love, not war, peace. Like, it's time to stop being angry and stop condemning. And I know I've been like probably super annoying to a lot of people because I just haven't stopped. I've just never shut up. And someone tries to make me shut up, it rings a little ding, 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 red flag in my mind. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for joining. Thanks for giving me your opinion. Yeah, so red flag in my mind. So we've just got to embrace love, in our lives, and just move towards the things that we love. And that's always how life is supposed to be, is we move towards the things we love. We move away from things we don't love. And the problems happen when we have to be close to something we don't love anymore. And my goal for you and I and myself and all of us together is for us to all come together and just be able to support one another. Let's talk about what's going on together, because I know it feels like we're all alone, and we're not alone. Even though it seems like it, we're not alone, because there's thousands and thousands of people all over the world, actually, probably multiple hundreds of thousands, if not millions, who follow all of these people. It's got to be millions. Yeah, it's got to be millions. So they're all feeling the way we feel, and we need someone to unite the people somehow. And so I think I'm that person, and that like gives me a pit in my stomach and makes me feel scared. And but I've always said that I was going to spread love and speak life, and that was my purpose. And that's the name of my business. It's called Spread Love, Speak Life. So it's my desire to have events all over the world and just pour love into people, and then just give a stage so that people can step up on stage and share their message and share their way they show love in the world, and just all be on this global platform together. I think there's a great way to do that in virtual reality as well. So there's just some really, really exciting things happening. And let's just remember that we're way more than just our physical bodies. We are spiritual bodies having a physical experience. We're not physical bodies having a spiritual experience. Did I say that right? We're spiritual bodies having a physical experience. Yeah, I think I said that right. So let's just embrace love in our life. Let's embrace forgiveness. Let's break any ties we have to someone. Let's not let anyone hold us back. Like, let's forgive. And if you can think of someone that you need to forgive, just say, I forgive so-and-so. I release you of any further responsibility. I forgive you. I break any soul ties or any bonds I have with you. And I command you to leave in Jesus Yeshua's name. Amen. And just forgive. You know, you don't have to tell the people in person, just do it. You can just do it in your head. Just forgive these people, and we all know how each other's going to feel. So let's just get together with our friends and family and just have fun. You know, we don't have to talk about this stuff all the time. Let's just unite with our families again. So there's a reason that I feel like I should help people achieve their dreams. And one of those reasons is because of this poem that I wrote. And so when I was 16, my mom passed away suddenly in a car accident. And it was also her fiance as well. So they both died. And it was the Ford Explorer, like the Firestone tire, lost its tread. And there were 150 people that died in Florida and Texas. And they were two of them. His name was Chris Houston, and her name was Dana Marie Willenberg. And yeah, he died on the spot. She was life flighted to Brackenridge Hospital and declared brain dead the next morning. And she was a donor and was able to save like 17 lives in the process of her death and her organ donation. So now I was an only child and my mom was a single mom. So all of my family lived in Kansas. And at that time, like I had to figure out if I was going to leave and go back to Kansas. But this was the summer between my sophomore and junior year in high school. So this was like, and my dad lived in this little BFE town in central Kansas, and I would much rather be in Austin. So I decided to stay, and I had to grow up really fast. And I would have this creative writing class that I really liked. And this creative writing class, the teacher was Mrs. Price. And shout out to Mrs. Price if you're still out there. Mrs. Price and Mr. Price were awesome. He was the director of the theater. And Miss Price was a really good teacher. She was just one of those like perfect teachers, like the quirky ones. She had like the spiky hair and the glasses and real animated and just like a real genius and really, really connected to all the students. And she said, if you could do anything, what would you do? And we wrote this poem, and it was called I Am. And it said, I am the reason you wonder where you've been after you've awakened. And then I have to get the whole thing out, but it says something like, you know, I come into your windows at night and steal you away and take you on a magical ride. And we go over the pyramids in Egypt. And it was basically like I take this person on their dreams on this magic carpet ride. And then I would take them back to their house at the end of the night and drop them back off. And like I got to live their dreams. So it was for them, but I was like the messenger that took them. So I got to experience it through them. And that was like, and then at the end of the poem, it was like, but I'm just this 16-year-old girl, and this is just a fantasy. And this is just a made up story, or I don't know what I said at the very end, but it was just like, this is not who I am. I'm just a 16-year-old girl in a creative writing class, you know. So when I think about spreading love and feeling like right now, this is like the best time in history, that this is needed right now. And there needs to be someone who talks about love all the time. It's just love, 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 love all the time, and just tries to spread love and speak life. And meanwhile, bring truth. Unfortunately, I have to be the bearer of some bad news and bring truth. But the good thing you're going to get with me is that I'm not scared, and I will say anything. Like, there is no topic that I will not discuss. So, everything's on limits. There's nothing that anyone has on me. There's nothing that I'm hiding. I think I'm going to smoke some of this OG Kush. I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not. This is Delta 8. And it's legal now. So no one can judge me for it because it's legal. It is legal now in the state of Texas, Delta 8. But you can get CBD. CBD is great. CBD is really good, especially if you get the drops. And you can get CBD or Delta 8. You can get gummies. So I'm just gonna be me. So where are we at? Yeah, so I've always been a person that has wanted to make a difference in the world, and I've always known that I wanted to help, but I never knew how I was going to be able to help or in what way I would be of best service. And I've figured out that my gift is connection. And that is my greatest gift in life, is connection and just being able to connect with others. So if I can get a list together and put your name on it and put my name on it and put our friends on it and their friends on it, and I'll just get on this registry database, this list where we can all, you know, share referrals and recommend each other, and you can get free traffic to your website without having to pay anything. This is just going to be a win-win-win-win-win for everybody. And I can just picture, yeah, I'm the person that's connecting. However, it's your trip I'm going on. So let's get ourselves a magic carpet and let's all go achieve our dreams together, and we can do this. And now, as it seems like, you know, we are tapping into things we've never tapped into before, as far as spiritual abilities and remote viewing abilities, and we're seeing things and hearing things we've never heard before. I'm not the only one. I know sometimes I feel like I hear something, like sometimes I feel like I hear Jackson crying. And as soon as I hear it, I know it's a lie, and I know it's a fake ring. I had some really bad tinnitus, like ear ringing, over the last couple months. And I definitely felt like I was really being like spiritually attacked. So if you've experienced that, you've probably been spiritually attacked too. And we've all been attacked with our technology. Like, you know, they're messing with us big time. So I wanted to say that because when we show love, not just to the world, but this is the most important thing, when we show love to ourselves, we are protecting ourselves from attack from anybody else. And there is nothing that anyone can do to us without our permission. And with God and with Source and with the Christ energy, we can drink poison and not die. We can do things even greater than him. And we very well could possibly maybe have abilities even greater than Jesus, Yeshua, could do. So what better time to rise up in love, in unity, together, standing for what's right. And I'm just glad that someone's going to do it. Honestly, I don't care if someone else was doing this. I'd be all on board. I'd be like, yeah, go. I'd be like pushing them up. It didn't have to be me. But for some reason, like, this is my job. And I don't know why. And I don't know how. But it's my job to create a global stage and to create a global platform and to just give a hand up. And we're not doing any handouts in our community. We're doing hand ups. So for me, I always wanted to spread love and empower myself with love and empower those around me with love and just rise up, like elevate, like level up to the point where you're above the noise and you're looking down on the world and you're looking at everybody else fighting and everything and all the little puppets, you know, the bad guy puppets and the good guy puppets and the black hats and the white hats and the gray hats and the purple hats. And I forgot where I was going with that. I mean, I think just what's most important is we're good with God. And as long as we've got that, we're golden, you know, and we have a good Father, and his word never falls void. We can always count on his word. And even when man lets us down, we can look at Jesus, Yeshua, as our companion and have him help you get through this time. You know, we can pray and we can meditate and we can access the roadmaps that are already within our own minds. All we have to do is just start daydreaming. When you're just start wondering, you know, like when you're laying in bed at night, just let your mind wander. And the secret, like literally, this is so crazy. This is gonna blow your mind. I can't look at this anymore because I'm looking at Facebook. Hey D-Man, what's up? Hey ME. And I have this face like, let me move this. Here we go. Okay, so I can see you now. I've always wanted to elevate myself and those around me, and I've always wanted to help inspire other people to elevate themselves, which they already are, you know, elevate themselves, and then which will elevate those around them. And so what I'm seeing is I'm just seeing a globe where there's people popping up all over the globe, and they're all growing because they're getting more and more and more and more people. You know, imagine if like we got like thousands of people to jump up and down and then everybody else started jumping up and down. and somehow we could rock this earth, like we could shake it. I feel like that's what we're doing with love. So let's rock this world. It's a beautiful time. This is the best time in history ever to be alive, and we are blessed and we are chosen. And not only that, but we signed up for this, and we wanted to go through every bad experience we've ever had so that we can learn the lessons to become the person that we're supposed to be. So, I'm sure I got everything. So I feel kind of like my job is to be your glasses, like be your rose-colored glasses and help you to see clearly, because I am such a bad details person, but when it comes to big picture stuff, I can understand that well. And then if I need to, I can learn about something and break it down, you know? So I hope you appreciate my commentary and trying to have an intelligent conversation, because I don't talk to anyone ever. And Jackson doesn't want to talk about this stuff, and neither does Sean. So I got to talk to somebody. So hopefully you guys will talk to me too. So be aware of those who try and shut you down. If there's someone that's encouraging you to be silent and to keep that information to yourself, consider that a ding, 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 red flag, and back off from that person and do not listen. When you know you're doing the right thing and someone's coming against you, it has nothing to do with you. It only has to do with them. So you just put on your blinders and you just keep going with what you know is right. And if anybody is telling you to stop, you need to make it clear that you will not stop, and you are not to ask me to stop again. And if that continues, then I would end the relationship. Or like I said, distance yourself. Sometimes if they're trying to shut you down, they are a wolf in sheep's clothing. Sometimes if they're trying to shut you down, it's because they love you and they care for you so much that they don't want to lose you and they're worried about you. So understand that people that love you will hold you back just out of their love for you, trying to protect you. And we can understand that. So psychic, if you're having any psychic or spiritual attacks, definitely just pray it out. Say, command it to be gone in Jesus' name. And self-love and embracing love in yourself, and even just doing some mirror work and just saying, I love you, and looking to your own eyes and just say, I love you, and look at that other side of you on the other side of the mirror and imagine your shadow self, which your shadow self is like the dark side of you, because everybody has a light side and a dark side. And there's such a thing called shadow work that I'm starting to learn about. People that do a lot of this shadow work is really helpful and freeing for them. So just remember that self-love equals self-protection, and no one can touch you unless you let them. So the secret to self-hypnosis and meditation is to not try to focus. This is baffling. This is baffling. So you know how they all tell you to turn off any distractions, lay down, make sure it's quiet. And when the thoughts come, just let the thoughts float by and focus on your breathing. And then when the thoughts come, and then focus on your breathing, and then you get distracted and you're like, what am I doing again? And you're like, oh, I'm meditating, focus on my breathing again. That's not the right way to do it. And someone lied to you, and they lied to all of us. The right way to do it, to actually meditate, to find answers and seek answers, is to run with the thought, to run with it, run with the thought. So lay down, take a deep breath, 3 deep breaths. And you just kind of think about what you want, and just get these things of what you want in your head and think about those things. And those are things you are going to be receiving very soon. And the more you think about it, and the more you let your mind run with it, while 10xing over and over, the more real it will become, and the more those things will be concreted into your subconscious mind, which actually makes matter. I mean, things can come from nothing. Like, thoughts are measurable, electrical impulses. So all we are is mathematics and light, geometry and quantum energy. So it's really complex, and it's really hard to understand, and it's really simple, and it's really easy at the same time. Quantum is such a big word, but it's encompassing, so that is like the secret. How they say don't have any distractions, try to tune out. If you hear a clock, don't listen to it. Nope, wrong again. If you hear a sound and you're laying down, you want to focus in on that sound. You want to tune into that sound. And sometimes people can hear a train from 15, 20 miles away. When you're really silent, you start hearing things that sounds you didn't even know. You hear someone rustling in a bed, or you hear someone snoring, or you hear the fan, or whatever. What you're supposed to do, instead of ignoring it, you're supposed to tune into the rhythm of that sound and tune into your senses. And then what you want to do is you just want to follow that thought and follow that train of thought, and just let your mind wander. And that is going to be the point where you're going to be moving from the conscious to the subconscious. And once you move into that subconscious, you're still going to remember because you're still awake. So you are literally accessing your subconscious mind that fast. All you have to do is think a thought and mull it over and follow the train of thought. So you're going to find your answers a lot sooner. Things are going to be possible you never thought possible. Start doing this, start practicing this, because I've just done this for a couple days now, and it's whoa. I found out things about myself that I had no idea. The other night, I was like, I think I want to teach little children. And I was like, whoa, I have never wanted to teach little children before, ever. And I never would have thought I would say that. So, you're going to start learning things about yourself, because these are things that are coming in your future. You just don't know about it yet, but it's in that mind. So tap into it and unlock the roadmap to your destiny. I hope that's some good advice for you. That's some deep stuff. And this is just me transitioning to love. So instead of the truther movement and the division and the patriot and the who's dead and who's not and who's a man and who's not and the drama, we'll just focus on ourselves and tune into our bodies and embrace, God or source in our lives, and stay strong, love ourselves, be confident in who we are, because we are pretty darn cool. I mean, like, we are hard workers, even though we may not make a lot of money, speaking for myself. We're dedicated to learning and researching, and we've learned a lot, and we've been through quite a journey the last year and a half, 2 years, and we've come out the other side, and we're still whole and feeling okay and believing that God has a plan. So if you made it out the other side, congratulations. You can take your rose-colored glasses off. That'll be your graduation. And we made it. So let's just tune into, enjoying the journey. It looks like this is all happening, guys. It's all happening. Like, everything they said would happen is happening. So I'm going to do some more videos on the movie and the playbook. So what better way to find out more about the actors than to look at the movie script?